Forging IT. Forging IT security experts. Secure Ninja.
I'm speaking with Rory Byrne. He's the Vice President of Business Development for Kapow Software. We're talking about the application integration platform, Kapow Katalyst. Rory, what can you tell us about Kapow Katalyst?
Hi Alicia. Kapow Katalyst is the industry-leading application integration platform used for many cases for open source data collection, for automating business processes, and for really helping our customers get better access to data to make more critical business decisions and more critical decisions to protect the nation's security and environment.
And what strengths does Kapow Katalyst have that your customers look for?
So a number of ways that Kapow is used is really to collect data in open source intelligence, so open source web data collection across tens of thousands of websites for targets of interest and topics of interest. These might include social media sites, blogging, microblogging sites, being able to monitor what's going on in the world across terror threats and suspects, and really be able to understand what's going on in more real time.
And what sort of clients would want to utilize Kapow Katalyst?
So we have a lot of customers in the intelligence community, but also beyond that within defense and civilian government, using Kapow to help automate business processes, automate the collection of data, and really get access to data that no other application gets access to across all these websites. Examples of that include data that's across many languages, data that's behind JavaScript or web application forms that are very hard for more traditional access methods to get to.
So what are some of the capabilities of Kapow that make it interesting for your clients?
So there's three main ways we see our product being used. The first is an open source data collection. What that really means it's data that's available on the web, data available in social media sites, in blogs, in microblogs like Twitter and Facebook and all sorts of other places. That's the first use. The second is in extending the capabilities of an enterprise search application like Google Search or Autonomy to really go behind the applications that they're limited to get access to, be able to open up applications behind JavaScript where logins are required and automate the extension of these crawling capabilities to give more data back for decision making. The third example is in cloud integration, where a lot of our government customers are looking to ways to migrate applications to the cloud, migrate data to the cloud, and lower cost of ownership of their data centers. Kapow applications and uses in all three of these areas.
Can you give me some sort of real-world example as to how this data has been used?
Sure, I can give an example that's somewhat available for non-cleared individuals. I don't have clearance myself. I don't know a lot of what they do with Kapow to collect data. But in about a year ago, in the time of Arab Spring, there were a lot of conversations happening on sites, Twitter, other microblogging sites. And as you know, countries like Libya and Egypt were shutting down these programs and software so people weren't able to communicate in the interest of what they called national security. Often other sites would pop up. Within a space of an hour or two, you'd have a new microblogging site created. Kapow's ability to be able to rapidly add new data sources on the fly at the field, enabling field collectors to be more agile in how they collect data, pick up a site that's only available for an hour or two for crowdsourcing. Perhaps there's another meeting going on or a riot or there's something happening, you'll be able to monitor that in real time and not have to wait a week for a new source to be added through headquarters. Being able to do this at the collector and analyst level at the field, which is what we were able to do in the case of Arab Spring, gives real value to these data collectors and decision makers and lets you get an overall much bigger picture in more real time of what's going on.
Excellent. It's quick and efficient, it sounds.
Yes, exactly.
Very good.
Very fast, agile, and rapid deployment.
Nice.
And then when these applications change, as often they do, the ability of Kapow to have this visual workflow environment that you can modify and make changes on the fly, gives you the ability to keep up with sites as changing and keep up with new applications or new data sources across the tens or even hundreds of thousands of sources that our customers are going after.
So, what are some of the actual methods that Kapow Katalyst uses to collect the data from these websites?
Kapow has built its own proprietary web browser engine. It is an automation or extraction browser that lets you build a visual workflow environment, doesn't require any coding or any deep technical expertise to understand how to use it, and then you'll build this automated workflow that identifies your data sources, the data fields you're looking at capturing, and any metadata you want to be able to extract from these applications in addition to text. we're not limited just to the text fields you see. We can also pull in video, we can pull in images, we can put in maps. In fact, we can add in metadata and overlay a full map of the locations and specific identification information of people, places and things that you're monitoring in real time.
Nice, it's all within the browser.
It's all within our own browser engine. And we have this deployed on a server environment, which gives the ability to deploy it in the cloud to handle multiple layers of non-attribution, to process massive scalability, so it's not just tens of thousands of applications, but it could be hundreds of terabytes of data in real time. We process that in traditional SQL databases or in big data, unstructured database environments. And we can process JavaScript, Ajax applications, and application data behind logins and forms. That gives you unique capabilities to access any application data set on the web for open source data collection, for business process automation, or for, as I said, extending the capabilities of your search tools.
Right.
Secure Ninja Shorts are brought to you by SecureNinja.com, a world leader in information security and IT training and certification. Our master instructors will help build you into a highly skilled and marketable security professional. SecureNinja.com, forging IT security experts.